Feeling invisible in the design world because your portfolio is not cutting it, you need to get out of design hell. When your work gets lost in a sea of mediocrity, it's a brutal reminder that the job market is unforgiving. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a graphic design portfolio for beginners using Wix Studio that shouts professionalism, simplicity, and style, helping you land your dream job and finally get noticed. So let's dive in. First, you need to create an account with Wix Studio. Once you're logged in, you will be able to see your dashboard where you can create a new site. Click All Sites and at the corner, click Create New Site. Here, you will select Start from a template, type minimalistic, select Minimal Portfolio Wireframe. Click Edit. And here you have it. Now we're ready to edit everything. The first thing I do is adjust my screen resolution. I'm going to set it to 1920 pixels. Okay. I want to delete these stack boxes, which will give me more space. Click the plus sign on the menu. Quick Add. Then text. Add your name or whatever you want to name your portfolio. Expand the text box so it doesn't disappear when you increase the size of the text. If the font that you upload to the website is not working, instead of using headings from the presets, use paragraphs. Now look for the font and increase the size. I love how this font looks at bigger sizes, so I will cover most of the area. Go. Now, select the background to change the color on the right panel. I want to go for black background, white, and red. Those are going to be my colors. Adjust the text as you like. Next, we are going to add small titles on top of the name. I'm going to add what I actually specialize on, but you can add any highlights from your career. Okay, brand design. Change the color to white. Change the size. Do the same process for the rest of the titles. Good. Marketing, graphic design. Okay. Creator. Right. Adjust the leftover of the text box. Then select all of them and click Stack to group them. Center align to the page. I'm going to delete this menu bar at the bottom. It's my preference, but if you like, you can leave it. Add a line to separate the text. Change the color to white. I'm going to add a small text with a short description. That can be your career, your what your portfolio is going to be about. Change the color to white. And I'm going to place it nicely at the corner. Change the font as you like. I like it to be small to create this negative space and minimalist style. Add another line on top to create a visual connection between the text on the left and the text on the right. Next, I'm going to add a menu and place it at the top. Like that. Change the font and the color through different states. The font that I'm using is called Humane, and I will place the link in the description so you can download it or you can use it for your projects. Make sure that you check your settings for all the states of the menu. Change the color of the selected menu. Now that I have the menu ready, I'm going to center it. Next, I'm going to add a second section. Change the size as you like and add a shape. Click Change Basic Shape on top and select this one. Change the size. Change the color. I'm going to add a red background. I also want to add a create background texture, which I created using Illustrator. But you can use any PNG or anything else that you have. Beautiful. Now add a title for this About Me section. Move it to the top. I'm going to add some space to create this effect. Change the font. And make the important words bold. Reduce the line spacing. Now I'm going to add a paragraph text. Change the size. Oops. Change the color. Now I'm going to add two circles and combine them into a container for animation. Adjust the animation area to 100%. That's looking good so far. Now, let's edit the next session. The process from now on is very straightforward. It's basically repeating the same thing. I'm going to put the video fast forward. You just have to change the font, the background color of each section, and delete any empty cell that you're not going to use. Upload your design projects to each placeholder. Change fonts and titles if necessary. Adjust the space of the sections. Now for the footer, we're going to add one of the presets from the menu. I like this one, and we can customize it as we want. Delete unnecessary stacks and cells. Change color, size, and font of the text. We're going to preview the website to see how it looks like, and so far it's looking pretty good. I'm going to be doing some modifications. Now we're going to animate mostly everything on the website so it looks more dynamic. The animation is overlapping to the next session, and that's something that I want to avoid. So we're going to fix the circles overlapping by reducing its size. Awesome. Now it's contained in its section. Perfect. Great. Now we can animate the rest. Same process for everything, or you can do different animation if you want to. Now let's preview, let's see how it looks like. Okay. Let's see if our animations are working. That one looks good so far. Okay, let's see. Nice. You can see the effect when I hover on each project. So that's looking pretty good so far. Very nice. Okay, awesome. Now let's add a page individually for each project. Go to the page menu, click Add New Page, name the page for each project, create a page for each one. Now we're going to customize each one. Eventually, what you want to do is to add enough galleries and sections so you can fill each project page with all your designs. Do the same thing for all the other pages. Now that we have all the pages, we want to link each project to each one. Click the project picture and click the link icon. Then choose the page that you want to connect it to. Do the same for all of them. Now let's see if the links works. All of our animations are working too. Excellent. Now you can see how each project redirects you to the page of the project. Excellent. Everything looks beautiful. Something that you want to do after you finish your website completely is to make it responsive to different devices. For this, all you have to do is reorganize your content on each resolution. After that, your portfolio will be ready to share.